The technology sector is quite famous in the blogosphere these days. Hundreds of blogs are created on tech every day. Almost 75% of those 100 blogs go into the darkness, and a few of them rise up to the extent expected by their owners. Co-founders TechPoint.ng, Adewale Yusuf and Muyiwa Matuluko share their views and experience on tech blogging in Nigeria.
So, well, let me start with you. Let's look at the history of tech blogging in Nigeria. How far have we come?
Everything started like 7 years ago with WebTrend, TechLoy, OTechBit, TechAba, and TechPoint.
So, we were looking at the whole picture. Would you say we have made progress with tech blogging in Nigeria?
Yes, definitely we've made a lot of progress. 7 years ago, like Wale said, we had more of hobbyists, and that has transitioned to more of business-minded tech blogs now. And brands are starting to take us serious. The faces or the people behind these tech blogs are becoming more and more relevant in the space. So definitely we've made a lot of progress, but there's still a lot to be done.
Yes, but why is it that people still see bloggers like people who are not serious?
I think a lot of it is down to tech bloggers themselves, who are not fighting for their rights or who present themselves the way these people see them, and they're making other tech bloggers look unserious and bad. I think that's the main issue.
Well, I know you have passion for photography. Why are you in tech blogging?
Okay, I've always blogged. I started since 2012 with OTechBit, and we blog about tech then. So later when OTechBit went down, I went into photography fully. But when I came back, I discovered there were some things missing. And I tried to bring it back, which visual is one of it. So we started to put pictures of startups in Nigeria, because before you will see it, there's a series we do called Office Space, Office Store. So before you will see Google, you will see Nokia, but now you can see the like of Joboma, you can see likes of local blogs, local startups.
So let's look at this from a bigger perspective. Do you think that tech blogs will ever raise good money in Nigeria?
Definitely, we're getting to that. What I can say is how soon. If you ask me selfishly, I hope soon enough.
How many years?
Let's say in a year or two, but maybe we can be outliers and have ours in like 3 months. That would be wonderful. Yeah, but definitely, because we see a lot of that abroad. Just recently, there was we've heard of tech blogs raising $8 million, as much as $8 million.
To scale Nigeria?
No, not in Nigeria, in the US, and it can happen.
It's just the mature blog market.
Yeah, definitely. You see, like I said, the work still lies in the hands of the tech bloggers to present themselves, to direct the narrative of how tech bloggers should be seen in Nigeria. So there actually has to be more collaboration. That's one thing that is lacking among tech bloggers, so that we can all fight for our cause, and then they can take us more seriously, because we wield a lot of power, and brands that know that we wield a lot of power trust us, and they know that. But there's still a lot of people who don't know that tech bloggers wield this much power. So, yeah.
Your blog TechPoint.ng is regarded as a successful blog. What do you think are the secrets for this?
Yeah, the first thing we did is we're blogging in a space that is our strength. So we do tech blogging. I've been in blogging for like 5 years, tech blogging, not just ordinary blog. And he has
which is more difficult, right?
Yes. Yeah. He has to do with mobility, with TechAba. So this is our strength. So when you're doing something that is your strength, you can do it better, and you can put everything in it. We do pictures as well, which I'm a photographer. So it boils down to strength. Strength is one thing I can say.
So tell me, do you have plans to raise money?
Definitely. We have plans to raise money.
Local or foreign?
Any, to be sincere with you. We've been approached with some guys, but one thing we like to do is you must understand the passion, you must understand the business we are trying to build, because tech is going to power everything in the future, and we want to be the one to tell the story. There's no story that will come in the future that we'll see soon that is not from TechPoint. That's what we want to be. We want to be the one to bring this future, to bet this future. So definitely we are looking to raise money.
Okay, so we will call me a pessimist if you wish, but if you raise money, how are you going to ensure that you keep your investors happy in this climate?
That's a very tough question. So that's one risk that you always face when you bring in investors. There's always a conflict of interest, definitely, and being in the space we are, which can be considered as media, having the situation with investors wanting to control what you do, which is why we have been taking our time with who we are looking to fund us. We want to be sure that whoever, whichever money we take is from a source that sees the same vision that we see and is ready to let us do things the way we're supposed to do. So that's why we're not in a hurry to raise. We will definitely raise, but we're not in a hurry.
Tech blogging in Nigeria is one of the most advanced in Africa. It has played a major role in enlightening the public about modern technology trends and innovations, which are the key economic drivers of industrialized nations.
From a perspective, is there a future for tech blogging in Nigeria?
Of course, tech is going to power everything, definitely. So, tech is going to be very big. It's going to power everything. Everybody is going E. We see electronics. Banks are going electronics. Everybody is going EE. So tech is going to be big because someone is going to tell the story. Someone is going to take the development, what is happening. So tech is going to be huge. Tech blogging is going to be huge in the future. Definitely, there's a big future for tech blogging.
And is it a career you would ask someone to pursue today? Today, looking at the present day circumstances.
You have to know what you want. You don't just, because people tend to be faced by all the glitz and glamour and whatever. You have to know what you're coming in for.
So it's tough, eh?
Yeah, it's tough. So you have to know that that's what you want. You have to be in it for the long haul. I've been in this for at least 3-4 years now. You have to be in it because you will get a lot of comment. Oh, go and get a job, a normal job. Why are you still doing this? So if you're not ready for all of that, don't come in, seriously. But if you know you want to make a difference, like as Wale has said, tech is going to be big in Nigeria. So, and you want to be the one telling that story. You want to be the one archiving or creating the history of African technology, Nigerian technology. If you want to be there, sure, definitely come.
Looking at the whole scenario, why do you think that tech blogging hasn't been as successful as entertainment or fashion blogging?
Tech is just developing in Nigeria.
Is it just developing? I mean, billions. So do you mean tech as in?
As a startup, as a product, as a service, and as a product. Because looking at it, we see the likes of Konga, the likes of Eurocode TV, Jobberman. These are the guys that actually bet something we think is an ecosystem. We see as an ecosystem or an industry.
So how about the telecom industry?
I think IT, they are in the world of their own, looking at it. They're trying to catch up with a lot of things now because now everybody's leaving, because looking at the way WhatsApp is actually killing calls and killing the traditional SMS. So they are trying to go into data, which is actually tech, where people now use it as a service. So what we focus really is not much of IT. We focus on the startups, we focus on the tech as a service, how people are actually making life better apart from the telecom. So it's going to be big, and why it hasn't been that interesting before is it's been a lot of trouble. It's been a lot of work because I remember when we used to blog before, the respect we have now, and when you talk to people that you need to pay for a feature or something, people just look at you like, what? But you are doing this as a part-time, you understand? So before people
and for you it's not part-time?
It's not part-time. This is what we do with our lives. This is what we do every day.
And you guys have a team?
Yes, we have a team here.
So are you saying that you earn enough to take care of the team and yourselves from this?
Currently, one thing we are happy with is the team. Everybody's on the same page. We know where we're going. So we're not earning like people in banks, even when we have people with master degree in our team, but we're not earning like the people. But we see the future. We can see what is going to happen. So we are just working towards this to make this happen.
So Muyiwa, if I ask you to tell someone who's watching this show now how to start a career in blogging, what would you say?
Find your passion, first of all. That's blogging in general, right?
Yes.
So find your passion, get good at it, and then just start sharing stories. If what you're sharing is good enough, people will find you.
Well, this person stand a chance today when there are tons of blogs out there.
Yeah, that's why I say find your passion. For example, So maybe you're a food. You're a
Yeah, but there's
foodie.
also food blogs in Nigeria.
Yeah, and then maybe you focus on, I don't know, maybe Hausa food. Hausa food is not that popular, and maybe you are good at Hausa food, and then you start a blog on Hausa food, and because you are the only one doing it and you are passionate about it, people will find you definitely. And then once that starts, then the business side of it can flow in. But don't start it thinking about the business first. Start it thinking about how you want to, what problem you're solving.
I want to thank you guys for being on Tech Trends today.
Thank you very
I
much.
wish you guys all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.